Hey friends, you know what it's time for. It's time for Jim Lanahan and Friends. Listen, today's pre-show music is a cover of Purple Rain by today's guest, the amazing Chloe Lowery. And I wanted to say right now, because you're all going to become obsessed with her, go find Chloe on YouTube. But I'm going to say right now, she uses her real name, her full name, Chloe Lowery, for her album. But before that, she just went by Chloe, one name. So when you're on YouTube and you see something that says Chloe or a Chloe cover, you better sing that. She's so great. So, check that out under Chloe or Chloe Lowery. She's fabulous. Stephanie, am I on the right account today? I was completely obsessed with the fact that I might be on the wrong account, Steph. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Scott. I see you there with those purple hearts. Girl, we're due for a check-in in real life, you and I. Can we please have brunch or something? Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I'm so glad you came to this because I know you love her. Thanks, Stephanie. Oh, and there's my friend Sam. Hey, Sam. Sam and I were just having a talk about our third friend who said she was molested by a stingray. And I was like, bitch, ain't nothing touching your junk since you were 3 and that was your uncle. We had a good laugh about that. Yes, please, brunch soon in LA. Please, please. So funny. By the way, Christine should be on this, watching. If Sam's here, because Christine and Sam and I were just texting, that gives away who I was talking about. Listen to Chloe sing. Sing, girl! Sing! Oh, she's so great. I just messaged Chloe, so I know she'll be here in a moment. I just got our family photo shoot back and the whole thing is close to all bloopers. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. How's California holding up and how am I feeling? Turning Chloe down a bit. I don't feel great. I'm faking it right now. This is the face of faking it. I actually feel pretty crappy. Yay, Chloe! And how's California doing? California is shutting back down today. We are going back to no businesses inside. So, no gyms. There she is!
Oh my goodness!
How are you?
I'm so good! I didn't mean to
Listen,
interrupt you.
my pre-show music was Purple Rain covered by you. It's so good, girl.
Thank you so much.
Now, who's the sexy guitar player with you?
I believe that was Aurelian Budinek, who is like one of my greatest friends of all time. He plays on Broadway. He actually was just in Tina the Musical when everything shut down, and he's just literally like the greatest guy of all time.
Yeah, I mean, he's super cute, by the way. I'm having like a secret third-party voyeur fantasy that you and he had a hookup after you recorded this.
No. We've been such great friends for like, I think over like 10 and I don't know, maybe 12 years now. Like, we're just great friends. But I love him. He's literally one of the most amazing musicians that I know.
Yeah, I love it. He's amazing. I mean, oh my God, that's amazing. You two together, that's electric. So thanks so much for taking time out to talk today.
Kim, I'm like so excited. This has been like the highlight of my week. It's my birthday week, so like literally this is like the best kickoff to like my birthday.
I love it.
I know.
When's your birthday?
My birthday's on Friday.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Now, don't say the number, don't you dare, but is it a bigger birthday? Is it a smaller birthday? And by the way, big birthdays for me are 0s or 5s, but also a big birthday can be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to be 29. Like, that's a big birthday. So
It's like, I want to say it's a Jesus year.
a Jesus year?
You know what? This year has been just so strange in general that I'm just like, I'm grateful that, like, you know, I'm healthy, I'm alive, my family and friends, everybody's healthy, and like, we're good. So it's like, fine. It's not a big birthday, but it's like an okay birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. Well, congratulations. I'm so proud to help you kick it off. That's awesome.
Thank you.
We're going to jump right in. Jim Lanahan and Friends is 10 questions. Everybody gets the same 10 questions, okay? No right answers, and there's no wrong answers. So
Love it.
First, let me officially welcome you to Jim Lanahan and Friends. Oh,
Thank you so much.
Crazy, Chloe. They love you. Now, I'm going to tell you something. In the past, when I have asked a question, I like a sense of drama. If you can't, but we have a mutual friend. We'll talk about her in a minute. But in case she didn't tell you, I love the drama. So normally when I ask the question, I play that sound effect from Law and Order. Dong, dong. So it's usually like this. Question number 1. Dong, dong. Tell me your name and where you're from. But today, I've changed up the dong, dong to a special sound effect that I like to call Devil Woman. So here we go.
Ooh.
Question number 1. Do you know who that is? That's you.
I don't know. I think
you.
I recognize it a little bit.
The beginning, just so everybody knows, it's the beginning of my favorite Chloe song called Dirty Disco. And my hand to God, Chloe, I had this song on repeat at work. When you put this album out, our mutual friend was like, check this out. I had it on repeat for a week and a half. My assistant was listening to it. I talked about it on Instagram for like solid week and a half. Like, I could not stop. So question number, it's the greatest. You should be so proud of it. We'll talk about it in a minute. Question number 1. What's your name? By the way, it's so hilarious. What's your name? Where are you from? Where do you live now?
My name is Chloe Lowery, and I am from Largo, Florida, and I live in Brooklyn, New York.
I love that. Is Largo like down in the Keys? Is that?
There is Key Largo, but where I live in Largo, it's right next to like Clearwater Beach, St. Pete, so it's that area.
I love that. Okay.
And it's amazing.
Got it. Yeah, it's so pretty. I always like the Gulf side of Florida better, honestly. It's so pretty. And how long ago did you move to Brooklyn?
I've lived in New York off and on since I was 15 years old. I finished high school in New York, but I moved to Brooklyn essentially, I think 3 years ago, and I love it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's the best place ever. And
you've lived a lot of your life on tour. I know that. So how old were you when you went on tour for the first time? Because that's such a lifestyle into itself, you know?
I mean, the first time I went on tour, I think I was, either 19 or 20 with Yanni Voices, which was an amazing experience. But I've been in the industry since I was 12 years old. So just like working in and out, traveling all the time. And, even to this day, I know some people are like, I'm done with touring. I don't want to do it. I still love it. I love traveling. I like being in this place every day. It's something that I thrive off of. So I'm into it.
Well, when you tour enough, you get into a rhythm and a flow. So every time I pull into Cleveland, I know okay, I'm in Cleveland. That's the hotel I like. That's my favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
That's where I get my Starbucks. So touring really is once you get into it, it's totally fine. It's second life. It's life in a bubble, but it's second life.
It's either for some people or it's for not. That's just kind of how I feel about it.
Now, I love that you said Yanni Voices. So, true story. Of course, I work on Broadway shows for 20 years. So, I have a lot of singers in my life. And when I said I'm having Chloe Lowery on Jim Lanahan and Friends, my singer friends literally all started fangirling over you.
No, really?
My singers They know who you are because you have, first of all, one of the most miraculous instruments in the world, and you've been singing professionally long enough. So I love that you mentioned Yanni, because my friend Lisa, who's here, literally goes, oh, I love her. I've been obsessed since Yanni Voices. Like, she totally knew. So how was that? You were 19, you get this job doing this concert. By the way, I looked at some of the videos. You were singing sexy songs with a very attractive man with a ponytail. So how was that, being 19 and getting your first professional gig like that on the road?
You know, it was literally like, I know people are like, oh my God, it's an incredible experience. Like, truly, it really was. Like, Yanni treated us like gold. And I'm actually kind of in hindsight kind of sad that like it didn't like take off as big as what people thought it was going to, but the experience in itself was just flippin' amazing. And Yanni was so wonderful, and I loved working with the other voices, Ender, Leslie, Nathan. Just everybody was so phenomenal, and even like the crew and the cast. Like, it was a great project, and you know, I cherish those days like every day of my life.
And you know, you're 19, 20, you're still probably learning a lot about yourself as a performer, right?
Totally.
So that's great company to be keeping. So
Yeah.
it's great. I love it. I love that story. And I love that my friend Lisa was like, oh, Yanni Voices. It was so funny.
Yanni!
It's so funny. Question number 2. Describe yourself in 5 words or less.
Oh, okay. Okay, I would say talented, smart, kind, humble, giving.
Let me tell you, my favorite combination is humble but aware. So the fact that you were like, no, but it's true, the fact that you said, I'm talented but I'm humble. Like, I love that, because I hate people that are like, oh, I mean, I try to sing. If you had said that, I would have, wherever you are right now, Brooklyn or wherever you're staying during,
you would have smacked me in the face.
I would have driven over and just walked into your house and just slapped you, you know? I love that.
No, I'm super, I'm talented. Like, I'm fortunate that I get to sing for a living, and like, I don't take that for granted by any means. I mean, I think talent is like opinion based, and like, some people might not like me. Like, I don't care, but I know like I have a gift. I have something to say. And that is something that very much defines me, and I'm not ashamed of that by any means.
Yeah, and you work hard at it too, though. It's a gift, but you also work and work, you know?
I do.
So, yeah. And how many singers do we both know probably that have gotten other interests in their life, have stopped working at it, and sometimes your natural talent's not enough to pull you. So
I know.
you have to keep going, you know? Yeah,
seriously.
good for you. I love that. Question number 3.
I don't know why this is my move when that happens. I'm just like,
this hand, like,
oh my, it just happens.
Just a sultry hand across the chin. It's so good.
It happens.
How did we meet?
We met through our amazing mutual friend and my personal manager, Maggie Seidel, who connected us, and like, you know, we're forever friends, and like, that's what's happening.
I love Maggie. I've known Maggie since I think my late 20s in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we used to run with like these theater kids, and we were like crazy theater kids. And now it's funny because Maggie and I have broken free of just doing theater. We do a lot of other things now. Yeah. But it's been super fun, and I've gotten to work with Maggie in the last few years. I love that. She's in Nashville, and she stayed there during quarantine. Now, did you stay in Brooklyn the whole time, or were you?
No, my parents are both doctors, and they kind of scared me a little bit in the beginning, which like I think was a good thing. They were just like, you need.
Oh, I think you jammed up. I think you're there. You go. You're back. Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. They drove me, or I drove my dogs and I 19 hours to my parents' house in Florida.
Are you there now?
Like, and then we spent about 2 months there, and then we came back to Brooklyn, I think mid-May, and we've been here ever since. And, you know, it's funny. I like kind of did like a backward situation where like New York was so bad and I left. And then now that I'm back in New York's okay, and Florida is really bad.
I know. Well, and I live in California, and it's a shit show here right now. So,
I know.
You know, yeah, we all wish we were in New York, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful everyone there took it so seriously. California needs to step up because California should be like New York, quite frankly. It's not Texas, not Florida. We know better here. I love that. And we love that, Maggie. And thanks to Maggie for setting this up today. Question number 4. See, it's hard for me to do the sound effect and the sexy.
You have to do sound effect and then slide.
Yeah, it's hard for me. I'm gonna wait. Let me do it. Let me do a trial run. Yeah, okay.
That kind of works. It works. We're good.
Question number 4 is: if you weren't singing professionally, what else would you be doing for a living?
You know, I thought about this a lot, and I think I actually would have probably been a vet. I love animals. I have a rescue, and I have a French bulldog, and it's always been a passion of mine. Like I'm obsessed with whales and like the conservation of whales and like things like that. I think I would have gone into, to being a vet.
Me too. I always wanted to be a vet, and specifically, I wanted to do the big animals. So way bigger than humans, like horses and bigger. So whales. Oh my God, amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. And where would you live if you were a vet these days? Would you have been down in Florida?
No, you know what? I love Florida. I love going to visit my family there. I don't think it's ever a place that like I would actually want to live like full time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's funny. I always love like Montana and like really big, like open sky country. So I think if I was focusing on animals, maybe I would go to some place like that. But like, honestly, like the trajectory of my life would have been so different. So like, I don't know, but like probably something bigger than that.
Yeah. I know. I love it. I love open sky country.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Amazing. Next question. Past or present, who would be shocked to learn that you have or had a crush on them?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I mean, I think everybody that I had a crush on, I probably openly came out and told them. And I was like, I have a crush on you. And either it resulted to a boyfriend or just a rejection. And I was like, oh, okay. And obviously, like, I have my, like, my rock star dreams or whatever. But, like, really, I don't know. That's such a hard question.
I love this question because mine's always like, it's usually some guy who I've worked with. Like, it's not necessarily a hot guy, like everyone expects me to say like whomever, Norm Lewis, the prettiest man on Broadway, right? But
oh my God, he's so amazing. Amazing
on every level and stunningly beautiful. But it's actually, for me, it's usually someone that I've worked with that I have like an appreciation for beyond the looks, so.
Oh yeah, you get like the talent crush and all those things. I'm sure I've had 1,000,001 of those. And maybe I don't even want to divulge it because probably half of them I still work with. So. I mean,
what I would just
we'll keep that to ourselves.
I would just make my standard answer Yanni. You're like, Yanni. It's Yanni.
Yanni, and he just, he didn't want me. Like, it's fine. And we're okay. We're okay. No, I'm kidding.
He had Linda Evans all that time. I mean, you don't cheat on Dynasty, so.
It's so true. So true.
Oh, it's so funny. Question number 6.
Yes.
What movie or TV character do you most strongly identify with?
Oh my goodness. A fan favorite that I have to say in kind of all roles, or someone that I like, if I was going to be like an actress in anything, I think it would be anything that Reese Witherspoon has done. She's a little bit Southern, a little bit sassy, but also a little bit humble, like Legally Blonde, but then she also has a like Cruel Intentions side. I feel like it's something with her that I identify most with.
I love that. I know you did a Broadway show, Rocktopia, came to Broadway, and you've toured a ton. Is singing the end all for you, or do you want to? I actually have a secret. I also saw your audition for Frozen on Broadway, and it was.
Stop it.
Well, I mean, I know your manager. It was a astoundingly brilliant, Chloe. It was so good. I also played that on repeat for like an hour and a half in my office one day.
Can't believe
So,
I am standing here.
oh, and you did the Broadway ending, which P.S. is really high and really belty, and you just killed it. So, how about for you? Is it like you obviously love singing? Would you like to do more acting eventually? Like, where do you want to go?
Yes, 1,000,000,000%. I want to act more. I mean, hopefully, whenever we can get back to acting and doing things. And I was kind of already on that like path of like auditioning for things and kind of getting into like the whole Broadway world. And then unfortunately, just the whole world shut down. So when things get, kicking, I think I will, totally resume that stuff. And I'm really excited about it. I love Broadway. I've grown up on Broadway. Like, I mean, I literally saw the original Broadway cast of Wicked when it was in previews, like when I was in high school as a junior.
Yeah.
And it literally changed my life. And I was just like, I am going to be Elphaba one day. Like, I just said it. I was like, I'm going to be Elphaba. I'm going to be Elphaba.
Yep.
So, like, it's going to happen. I just don't know when the world's going to open up.
Well, I've been in those rooms enough for casting the tours that I GM'd, and you're the type of singer that they will talk about because you have the voice, right? So, like, you go in the room, keep going, keep singing, sing for every casting director there is in New York, and
right.
then like, it'll literally start to be this phrase.
Right.
You know who we need? We need a Chloe Lowery for this role. And then someone will be like, well, why don't we just bring in Chloe Lowery? So, the auditioning is actually great work, if you will. They keep going.
I agree.
But holy cow, auditioning in New York is also a rat race, right? I mean, it's tough.
It's a rat race. It's tough. I'm not even that type of person even. Like, I'm so much more like laid back and like I like making music and being collaborative and things like that. But I understand that, like, Broadway is what Broadway is and the audition process is what it is. And I'm fine with that. It's not necessarily my most favorite thing, but really, I don't know if anybody like thoroughly enjoys auditioning, but it's just part of it. And you know what? There's certain goals that I have as far as like shows and even like other solo stuff, record stuff, like whatever I want to do. And you know what? We're going to make it happen. Yeah. I'm positive.
Oh, I have no doubt, and I will come see you because I'm a big Chloe fan. So, what is your favorite, or like your dream role, or do you have a favorite role that maybe you're not appropriate for, but you would love to play one day?
There's a couple, and I know they're a little bit more generic, and I love more obscure roles as well. But if I had a couple of roles that I was just like, these would make my life. One, Elphaba, first and foremost. Just, I don't know, it changed my life. Lucy from Jekyll and Hyde.
That is perfect for you.
I know.
Chloe, that is, and someone like me, someone like you would fit so beautifully with me. It would be gorgeous.
Someone like you.
Oh my God.
Like you.
Perfect. It's perfect.
I grew up on it. So I think those are like the two big roles that I would just be like, okay, if I did those two roles, I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to die now. It's okay. Like, we're good.
Yeah. You know what I just realized vocally? That what I love about you is you are so trained. Like, you are such a technician that you can sing almost any style. But just now, you were actually serving up a little Linda Eder. It sounded very Linda the way you know what I mean, placed it and everything. So I grew
up on her, and I can even do like that. I feel your fingers. How she does that, like, small placement. Cold on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I grew up on these people, and I'm just like, I hear it, I know it, I know how to place it. Like, yes!
Yeah.
Send me that role!
By the way, it's a little off topic, but Linda Eder's Christmas album, if you've never heard it, go get it right now. You will die. It's beautiful. It's my favorite.
I totally listen to it.
Yeah, it's so good. I love all of that. It will happen, by the way, and I will come see you, and then I will stage door you like a lunatic and be like, "Chloe!
You don't even have to be a lunatic. You're just gonna come sit next to me, or I'll just be like, come backstage. Let's go, boo."
Well, that too, but I still want to stage door you because I like to create a scene. It's more fun if I have a Sharpie and there's like a large gay man screaming for you when the door opens.
I love it!
Yeah, please. Oh, this is my favorite question.
Okay.
Why might a devil woman find herself on the cover of a tabloid magazine?
Woo! I mean, if I did something controversial, which I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Actually, I would hope I would be on the cover of a tabloid or whatever if I maybe released like the greatest record of all time. And they were just like, this person is an explosion in life, like how like a Lizzo was, or even like an Amy Winehouse, you know, rehab. I wish it was something like that.
Yeah.
So that I think. I would hope it would be nothing personal or anything to do with my personal life because I feel like that just kind of gets messy. But I mean, it could happen. But
yeah, just keep it all about the business. I totally agree. Yeah. I agree. So, okay, you get really, really uber super A-list famous. The album's out. You're on the tabloid. You could go anywhere in the world for a dinner post quarantine. Money's no option. You can fly anywhere private. The question is, where would you go and what would you order?
oh my goodness. You know, I've been dying to go to Asia. I have not been to Asia. So I think I would want to go somewhere in Thailand. That's kind of like my main goal is to go to Thailand. So some place there, and I can't even tell you a place that I would go. But if I had to like choose a place that I know or whatever, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Vienna, and I everything in Vienna is amazing, or anything in Italy. I think those would be the places, but truly Thailand, Asia, just to experience it because I haven't. So something there.
I love that. I love that. Have you been to Tokyo by chance or nowhere in Asia?
Nowhere in Asia. That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't been to China, Tokyo, you know, the Philippines, nothing.
Oh, I'm surprised like TSO didn't, I should say Trans Siberian Orchestra for everybody, which you were lead singer for a long time, right? Are you still doing it?
Of course. I am the lead singer of the West Coast band.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, I mean, TSO in Japan would be huge. Like, and then you would, you know, because they love blonde people in Japan. And I'm also like 6'4" and I weigh 300 pounds. They love a big man. They're like, "Are you Shrek? And who's that blonde girl?" Like, they go crazy.
They're like, "Shrek is here."
I remember there was a picture of me on the subway, surrounded by school kids going to the theater, and they were literally up to my waist, and everyone just kept taking pictures and posting it because it was so ridiculous, you know, because I'm just so much taller. So, I love that.
So, like, they just loved you.
Yeah. Oh, well, once I opened my mouth and started laughing with them, they were like, "Yes, Shrek!" They loved it, you know.
So great.
What is your favorite curse word?
Ooh! Okay. You know what? I'm so sorry for any children that are watching, but it's fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a big common one, but literally, like, it expresses everything. I think I said it probably 30 times a day. I was like, fuck!
When did you say it last? Something specific happened?
Shit. You know what? I don't even know, but I think I just probably said, like, what the fuck? I don't even know when I said it last, but I'm sure that was probably like my last sentence. And unfortunately, like, I'm a New Yorker, and you know, it's not nice. My mom always yells at me. She's like, "You've got a potty mouth," and I'm like, I know, but it's just part of the culture.
You know, especially when you're a New Yorker, fuck is like aloha. It's like hello, goodbye, it's good, it's bad, it's everything.
It's like, how the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. Question number 10. What was the last text you sent, and who did you send it to?
I think the last text I sent was to either my friend Allison Cambridge, who I started with in Rocktopia, and she's an opera singer, and I think we were just talking about my birthday weekend, or it was my friend Ashley, and I think we were also talking about my birthday weekend. So it was one of the two. They're like my two of my closest girlfriends. So yeah.
So New York has opened up a little bit now, right? So are you able to do something for the birthday? Like, do you have any plans?
A little bit, you know, I'm keeping it pretty low key. Like, I've got like a group. I have two separate meetings. Like, I have one in Manhattan with like my Manhattan friends, and like we're just hanging out at like one place and like whatever. And then on my actual birthday night, I'm just going out with like 2 of my friends at a rooftop place here, and just keeping it low key, keeping it socially distanced. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable, but just trying to make the best of it.
Good, good.
Yeah.
It's been such a hard year for everybody that when people had life events, birthdays, graduations, whatever, births, it was so sad for me that we weren't able to celebrate each other, because that's what we really need the most right now,
As bad as I have felt through like this whole thing, and I'm sure we all have, but like I feel bad for people that graduated college, high school, like really monumental things in your life that you weren't able to like share with your friends and family. I mean, that was flipping terrible.
Yeah. It's fucking terrible.
It was fucking, I know I said flippin' to like PG it, but it's fucking terrible.
That's hilarious. The bonus question is, what's your favorite thing about Chloe?
Okay.
It's an Oprah question, right? It's sappy.
It's like a self-reflective question where you just have to go. You have to do that whole thing. You know what? I think it's, I worked a lot on myself, but I think it's just like, I think I'm a really kind person, and I'm an understanding person, and I don't judge people. So I sorry, those were like 3 things, but I just think I'm very giving to people. I think it's just that I'm a giving person, and I understand people, and I like that about myself, that it's just like, I can understand human nature. And I think I like that. And whereas when I was younger, I definitely didn't. I was very much more judgmental, and I'm not so much as I've gotten older.
I often think about why we're all here, like on Earth, like what's the meaning of all this? And I really do think it's to support each other and lift each other up, because money comes and goes, and unfortunately people come and go in our lives. But at the end of the day, like moment to moment, what can I do to make your life better today, talking to you? What can I do for my colleagues today? What can I do for my mom? What can I do for the man I see at 7-Eleven pumping his gas? So I love that you said that, because that's that generosity of spirit that is so important.
It's giving back in any which way we can, and especially with the times, it's like, and it's hard. Like, I mean, I'm completely jobless. Like, I mean, I don't know where my industry is going. I don't know where my music is going, but it's like, okay, I'm just trying to be innovative and try to find ways to help people. And if anything, it's just like, at least, like, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what everybody else is watching this is going through, but it's a difficult time, and all we can do is.
Yeah. No, I hear it. I love it. I agree 100%. Oh my God, guess what? You did it! Woo! Oh God, rock star. So, this was an absolute pleasure. I have to meet you in person. I cannot wait for your B-Way debut. And if you ever come to LA, you better look me up. I will hunt you down. So while we play my favorite song in the background, by the way, there are so many drag queens in this video. I love it so much.
I know you do. It's because it's so good.
Where did you record this video? Where'd you film?
We did it in North Carolina at a drag bar, and we hired like the local the ones that like wanted to be part of it, and they were just like, yes, we're totally into it. I was like, great.
It's amazing. The video is so good, and it's so sexy, and you look amazing. You're giving like a Gaga situation at points with these glasses. It's so good. I love it.
I was given all the attitude that I could give. I was like, we're gonna give it.
Oh, it's so good. And everybody should watch the video, because the song's amazing, but also the lips are amazing, because you have little crystals on your lips.
Yes, we did. That was my amazing hairstylist and makeup artist, Sunny. She was like, we're doing this.
It's amazing. Tell everybody where they can find you online.
Okay, everybody, you can find me online. The main place is www.chloelowery.com. It's CHLOELOWERY.com. And then on my Instagram, which is Chloe Lowery, and then my Facebook, which is official Chloe Lowery, and my Twitter, which is I'm_just_Chloe. So hope that all makes sense.
I love it. And I'm Jim Lanahan everywhere in the world. Chloe, thank you so much. Mwah. Have a lovely evening, honey. And when I see you in soon, I'm going to give you a hug in real person. Non-COVID hug.
Non-COVID hug. I love you. Thank you for having me. I so appreciate this.
It's my pleasure. You are the best. And everybody go listen to this stuff on YouTube, because Chloe's a fucking star, everybody. Go, go, go. Mwah. Good night, honey.
Love you, honey. Bye.